Alrighty, 6:45 in the AM, getting started here at Jeanette's Pier, North Carolina. Beautiful sky. Normally I'd stick around for a sunrise, but A, I gotta make miles, and B, I don't think it'll be a clean sunrise, but I'll be crossing those bridges through Roanoke Island to the mainland when it's happening, so I'll be watching it behind me as I pedal west. Atlantic Ocean, Jeanette's Pier, North Carolina. Let me do this. Dip my hand in the sea. I am not riding all the way across the country, unfortunately, and it is December, so I wouldn't want to at this time of year either, but I am reliving the first 100 miles of my 4,000-mile journey from here at Jeanette's Pier, North Carolina, Nags Head, Outer Banks, where I started on July 3rd, 2022, reliving the first 100 miles to Belhaven today, and all right, say goodbye to the ocean. And I'm gonna finish the epic in 6 months in late June at Francis Beach on the Pacific Ocean via the bike route that's 4,000 miles west and inland from here. And I gotta show you some cool stuff with my bike when we get up to the top of the beach. So my plan is, in training season, I'm gonna try to make 3,300 miles total between now and June of this year. So I got 6 months to make 3,300 miles, and then in June I'm riding Nevada and California, the Pacific time zone stretch, the fourth and final of 4 segments. But today training season begins. Admittedly, after this weekend I probably won't ride much in January and February because it's cold. Take a last look at that. God's glory. God is great. This is a beautiful morning out here at the Outer Banks. And I've left the Atlantic Ocean, heading for my bike, gonna do the easternmost of 40 centuries on this, easternmost of them. I figured I'd start training season here. How fitting. So I've gone ahead and reset my bike odometer. That's since the odometer was new. So distance is trip odometer, but since the odometer was new, 0. And I'm heading inland. I just wanted you to see that 0 because that is how far I have ridden total. And my goal is to get that to 3,300 during training season before I ride the last 700 miles of this epic in June. And when I do that, that way I'll have done 4,000 miles in 6 months by the time I make the Pacific at the end of June. Now, I much prefer riding in summer. I'm not a cold weather guy, but the cold front's on its way out, and it's just after 6:45. My goal is to make Belhaven by about 5:30 or 6 tonight. Wish me luck, man, not be as a possum. Now, I want to say one other thing. You're gonna hear a lot of bragging about my bike rides on these videos over the course of the next 6 months, but I could not do any of this without God. God is great, and God is my rock, and you know, sometimes I'm the biggest skeptic out there, but I was just thinking a lot last night about all the stuff God's done for me and how I can pay him back by spreading the love and the joy everywhere I go, seeing his beautiful places and meeting his beautiful people. So let the journey begin. Training season begins in the same spot where my bike ride across the country started 2.5 years ago. 6 months to train, and then I will finish it this June. Let's hit it. Mile 0, 4,000 to the West Coast, and I'll probably do the first 100 or 150 out of here and turn around this weekend. Let's hit it. Woohoo!